Hey guys, what is up and welcome back to my YouTube channel and back to another episode of Cooking with Jenna. So I am super excited about this one because it is a under 20 minute, maybe under even 10-minute video of how you can make your own Chipotle vegan bowl at home. And we won't really be making, I guess, sofritas from Chipotle, but we will be making a tofu Chipotle flavored meat and then laying it in a bowl with the guac and lettuce, cilantro, lime, rice, and beans with a squeeze of lime on top. And I'm so excited just to show you how easy it is to whip up a very nourishing, yummy, and look-alike Chipotle bowl. So without further ado, let's get cooking. So we are going to first start out with 1 cube of Trader Joe's organic sprouted tofu, 1 garlic clove, sea salt, oregano, some tomato paste, cumin, and if you have chipotle paste, use that. Otherwise, a chipotle chili powder will do. So in a pan, you want to take your tofu and crumble it into a pan. It's fine if the water goes with it. I would just take a fork and mash it up. You want water in the pan so the tofu doesn't stick, like so. 2 teaspoons of cumin, 1 teaspoon dried oregano, 1/4 teaspoon of sea salt, 1 clove of garlic, 2 teaspoons of chipotle chili powder, and then 2 tablespoons of tomato paste. Get it all stirred up together. Then you're going to add some water to the pan if it gets dry. So the tofu doesn't stick, add a little bit of water and let it simmer for 5 minutes. Next, we are going to prep the beans. So I just have a can of black beans. You want to rinse them really well. As you can see, the tofu has absorbed a lot of the water and it's looking good. So I'm just going to turn the heat to low, medium low, and just let it sit while I cook the rest. Next, we're going to make a quick avocado dip with avocado, red onion, some cilantro, cherry tomatoes, and a lime. We will use half the lime now and half the lime in the rice. So first up, you're going to start cutting your red onion. So a little tip is to leave the root on so the onion stays fresher longer. So that's why I cut the other part off and left the root part attached. And then I just cut a little sliver in half to use for the avocado dip, and I'll save the other quarter with the other onion. So here I'm just doing it in slices lengthwise, and I will then cut it as you see the other way to get it into small cube-like pieces. And you just keep chopping. I don't like big chunks of onion in my avocado dip, so that is why I chop them fairly smaller. So I'm going to save the other part of this onion in a little baggie and in the fridge to keep it fresher for longer. So next up is cherry tomatoes, and I know it kind of sounds weird. Oh, just kidding, I'm doing the cilantro first. So here I'm just rough chopping it, but in the description box below I said 2 tablespoons for the avocado dip and roughly 2 tablespoons for the cilantro lime rice. So to save on time, I am just chopping all of it at once, and then I will distribute half of it into the avocado dip bowl and half of it into the cilantro lime bowl. So 2 birds with 1 stone. And again, you just want to chop it thin enough to have your desired consistency. So here I'm just splitting it. Need to grab a bowl, 1 sec. 1 sec. Oh, I'm back, okay. So put half the cilantro in the bowl for the lime rice, and then you'll put the other half of the cilantro in the avocado bowl. And then again with the lime, you're going to do half of the lime in the cilantro lime rice bowl, as you can see here. And then you're going to do the other half of the lime in the avocado bowl. Now you'll add the rest of the cilantro in. And now we're just going to cut up the avocado, and I'm just cutting it lengthwise, and I'm going to have the avocado put into the bowl roughly. You'll chop it afterwards, and I forced Mark to do this so I could keep cooking. So little note to have a helper in the kitchen so you don't have to do everything. Okay, on to the cherry tomatoes. So I'm just cutting the tomatoes lengthwise and then cutting them about into thirds from each length. And I'm not a big tomato fan, and neither is Mark, which is why I only put 3 cherry tomatoes in the recipe. But if you really like tomatoes or have a big tomato at home, then feel free to cut that up and add all of it in there, and you can make almost more of a pico style dip than just tomatoes added into an avocado style dip. Has anybody else noticed how hard it is to cut tomatoes? I don't know why. They're always so squishy and just a little difficult. So as you can see here, Mark has now taken over my station and is cutting everything up with a knife inside the bowl. And I added a little garlic powder. Look at this gourmet job. Are you a chef? Oh wow.
Chef Martin. That's fantastic right there.
Guac with red onion, garlic powder, tomato, and cilantro. So while I was chopping that up, I forgot to obviously show you, but I just heated up this Trader Joe's organic brown rice. It goes 3 minutes in the microwave. And then I chopped up the other half of the cilantro and lime and put it in here. And now we're gonna add the brown rice and make a cilantro lime rice. Real life taste test. Little sofrita, little beans, little rice, little guac, little lettuce.
Where does your olive oil come from?
Babe, this is the best one I've ever made.
Oh, snap.
Oh snap!
Yeah?
Wow. This seriously tastes kind of just like Chipotle, like the guac and everything and the sofritas.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
She nailed it.
10 out of 10. Well, I'm going to enjoy this delicious bowl If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.